You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase. Like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go reality, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. We're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Hey, beautiful people. Why is my mic in focus? There we go. How we doing? Hi, everyone. Welcome to PA Live. I feel like I to be honest, I only realized that my camera was not on around about 30 seconds ago. So, welcome to the Hot Mess Show. Hello to everybody who is in the chat. Hey to Melanie and Michelle and Diane and Bianca and Laurie and Michael. Oh, there we go. There's Bianca's comment. And Marcy. Well, this is going to take a while if I pop everybody's name up. And Martha and Candy. Who else have we got? Jasmine, Laurie, Sherelle, Tracy, Mary. Hey to everybody who is watching. Hey, beautiful you. So today I have a few things to share with you. I was distracted by all the pretties on my desk, like all of the pretties, all like. I was like, yeah, I can get this organized. And I was like, wait, hold on, is my camera, why is the camera cap still on? Why can I not see myself on the camera? Hey, Juliana, hey, Nikki, hey to everybody who is joining. So this week, you know when things are meant to go according to plan and they just don't? They just don't. They don't listen. And the universe turns around to you and says, hey, I know you feel like you're catching up and I know you've got a lot of work on right at this moment, but I actually think that you could really handle this going on. So we had a few extra things this week. I just realized I didn't put my notes in front of me. We had a few extra things going on this week with... Indy had an incident at school with her school bags, and part of the summer games, and I'm going to talk about that in a couple of seconds, was a big part of the summer games was actually trying to get me back over onto Instagram. So because I'm very comfortable here on relatively comfortable here on YouTube, where you all join me and I get to chat with you, and this feels very home. But getting back over to Instagram, there has been it's been hard to get back over there. And you know, I've actually been watching some other creators talk about how they've found it difficult on Instagram, because no matter how hard you work on Instagram, they always want more from you. You know, stories, reels, posts, I should talk about this at the end, after I share all the pretties and the goodies and things like that. But it was really validating to hear that other creators felt the same thing. Anyway, so the girls were like, you know what, let's do the Summer Games. This will be a great excuse for you to get on there. And then let me just fully circle back to where my rabid squirrel was going. And the reason why I brought this up is because I actually shared a little bit about behind the scenes and, just some of the family stuff that's going on. We've had big changes. Well, we've had things going through with our disability scheme here in Australia, which is really nerve-wracking. There's been a lot in a lot of other countries as well. America's got a lot going on, and as much as I would like to think that we're not impacted by external politics, and I'm not going to go into details, we really are here, especially because we deal so much with America. So it's been, and a lot of my friends are Americans. So there's been a lot going on in the world this week, and I feel like the world just needs to pause a minute. Well, actually, it needs to pause for like 6 months so I can catch up, because can you believe that we are showing a sneak of chapter 10 today? I seriously just started chapter 1, didn't I? I just did chapter 1. I am sure of it. So, how did that happen? I have no idea. But, and you're right, hi Denise, Insta is really hard to keep consistent on. And you know what, I might, in that thing after the show and tell, I forgot to load show and tell. In that bit after show and tell, and the Q&A, and I might chat a little bit more about it there. Oh, thank you, Laurie. Laurie in the comments. Yes, give us a like, leave us a comment. I swear you just did chapter 1. I know, right? Marianne, what? It's January, right? Of 2020. I feel like that's where I stopped. I feel like that's where I stopped I feel like I stopped in March of 2020. Because in March of 2020, I was about to go to Wild. I had even paid the express fees to get my passport because I'd let it go for so long, and then was like, oh, is it going to go? And then literally closed the day after I processed that. So, yay. No refunds, unfortunately. But, I feel like that has, right? I'm slacking. I usually remind you. I know you do. You can remind me later on. Several times I should say that through the live. I should actually have it as a time pop-up on my machine. A lot of because I've just been so busy and we've had so much going on, I haven't been able to keep up with a lot of that stuff, but that's a good idea. Life just keeps on going faster and faster as we age. I know. Well, even Indy thinks that it's going really quick at the moment, right? Marianne, I so agree. I am forever 29 from 2020. I don't understand how I'm 33. No, you're not 33. You are 29 plus, I was going to say 4. That's right. 29 plus 4. You're fine. So let me just have a quick chat about the Planner Summer Game. So this was something that I did with Jamie, Jamie works for us, as many of you know. She also has her own shop, The Gootsy Project, and it was with Bess from Lights Planner Action. Now these are my girls. It was such a great, it was a fantastic excuse to spend time getting crafty and highlighting in more ways what everybody is doing in the community. We really wanted something that got people creating a little bit more and just having a little bit of fun and, bringing that community back, right? We have a great community in our Facebook group, but, sort of extending that out a little bit more. And I will say we do have a few new followers, which is fantastic. So hello if you're joining. And, it was wonderful. I actually got to, and I think I'm pretty sure I've shown this on this live, but I actually got to show this. I actually got to make this, and this is something, we gave ourselves roughly an hour, and it's definitely something I would not have done. I would not have prioritized. I definitely wouldn't have attempted something so there's so many words coming to my brain. A lot, difficult, intense, creative. Had I just been doing it on my own, and definitely not within the time spent. And it was just a lot of fun. So thank you to everybody who participated. Thank you to the winners. We've been posting those on Instagram. We did our Instagram lives as well. So ambitious. That is absolutely the ambitions. Ambitious was definitely that. Oh, stop popping up. And thank you, Candy. That looks amazing. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was definitely ambitious. The summer games really renewed my creative spark. Yay! And that's what we wanted to hear. We heard that a lot of people took the time and prioritized doing their planner. Like we had one, and I'm sorry, I cannot remember who this was. And I all I can see is the pictures of all the amazing things that were entered. But there was one person who had been working on their Halloween memory keeper since last year, and they actually got it finished because of the summer games. So, that's fantastic. Like, we just wanted any excuse to get people creating more. But on that note, thankfully the summer games has ended. We will be contacting everybody who the winners shortly. So the gold winners with their details, with their vouchers. It was meant to be this week, but as mentioned, the week got away from us. Because there was so many fantastic, amazing things done. August only existed in my notebook as a monthly spread this time. Wait, it's still August, right? Yeah. Denise, you scared me for a minute there. So in today's live, warming up. Today's live, I have and showing off the sneak of the reveal of the theme for chapter 10. And I also have a for the booze previews. Now keep in mind we are doing the finishing touches on For the Booze. So this is like an early sneak, let's call it a beta. It's very close to being finished, but we are fine tuning the For the Booze release. A few things have already been ordered, but there's a few things that we have a little bit more time on. So we're sort of just trying to tidy up those. So I'm very excited to share that with you. Let me get rid of the summer games. Bring out my ghostie. Woo! I am very excited about this. Let me jump into For the Booze first. I am super excited because not only is it and I had the For the Booze sticker book here. There it is. Not only is it my brand new one opened done. I ordered another one just in case they sold out. Because we do have a few of them left, but we are getting low on some of I think the washi's already sold out of the For the Booze, which we did a few years ago. Now, why I'm so excited. And Marianne's excited too. Woohoo! Let me know if you're excited. Tell me how excited you are for the Booze too. Because we actually got to play around and offer new colours. And these colours are so much more up my alley. I mean, these were gorgeous, but one of the things I wanted to do last year, and I simply ran out of time because we had the huge sub change last year, and we got the survey and then realized that we needed to make the change so quickly. We had to make the change so quick that everything else just took a backseat. And I wanted to do a pastel Christmas and a pastel For the Booze and all that sort of stuff, or pastel Halloween, and I just didn't get the chance. So I have had a little bit of fun with the art, and let's jump into it. Okay, this may seem like a little bit overwhelming, but it gives you a really good idea of how we've played with the artwork, and it has been fun. Sorry, I was scripting in my thing, and it was fun. Let's jump over right now for the booze. Oh, that went really quick. Let's bring that back. Let's bring that back up. That cover disappeared so quickly. So for the booze, you can see our little ghosties there. You can see we have a new addition in there. There's a new little character in there. Our little Spidey. Now I am not a Spidey fan at all. But this is one of those cute little ones. You know the little ones where there's a YouTube Thank you, Martha. There is a YouTube account or an Instagram account and maybe it's a TikTok that has like the little spider, and they do the little stories with it, and he's like this tiny cute little thing, and he wouldn't hurt a fly. Or actually maybe he would. But like absolutely so adorable. So we wanted to do a little something where this little guy is like stealing the candy. He's stealing the candy. He's got some little what do you call them? Lollies, candy in the spider webs. He's taken one of the big giant lollipops or a couple of them, and is really getting up to some mischief there. Cheeky chop. Yeah, I really hate spiders too. Lucas Spider, is that the account that I'm thinking of? It might be. Marcy, yes. It's actually quite funny because, I mean, I've gotten into 3D printing a lot lately. I'm really enjoying 3D printing when I have time. And a lot of the time it's usually just hitting, I'm like almost the equivalent of opening up a PDF and pressing print for 3D printing at the moment. I can do some minor things. But people have been sharing, I made this spider catcher for my girlfriend. And I'm like, okay, so it has a catcher that's this big on the end. Can I print it? Can you make it big enough so that I have to literally assemble it off the print bed? Because we have some crazy spiders here that like to jump at you. And yeah, I have arachnophobia too, thanks to the movie that I watched when I was way too young. And they be crazy. So I cannot handle these huntsman spiders because they are a lot. And like, nope, big nope. To the point where one night, I'm going to share a little story with you. One night, it was very late. It was maybe 3 a.m. in the morning. And I'm like, okay, it's time to go to bed. And there was a huntsman that was probably about this big between me and going upstairs. And I'm like, okay, at this point, do I... And these guys generally don't bite, from what I know. They don't bite, but they are crazy. I'm like, do I just sleep in the studio? I could sleep in here. I could put some blankets on the floor. That would be fine. And I'm like, no, wait, what if he comes in here? What if he knows that I'm in here and then decides to terrorize me through the night? I'm like, okay, that's not good. What am I going to do? I don't know if you've ever seen those big, giant plastic IKEA mats that are desk mats. So they actually work really well as human shields. So I picked it up and I've got my spray can like this and I'm holding this desk mat in front of me. Anyway, long story short, Sami 1, Spider 0. Anywho, all that to say, wow, how's that ADHD going for you today? All that to say is that this is not that spider. This spider is cute and adorable, and he's a candy stealer. Anyway, let's jump into some of the gorgeous bits that we have for this kit, because who doesn't want more of the boot? Oh, thank you, Apple. You're welcome. Let's jump in. So we have, and I believe I showed this, I'd be downstairs forever. I wouldn't survive 2 seconds in Australia. I mean, I've survived this long. I feel like you could. Oh, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, if you like the way that I tackled my spider, give me a thumbs up. Hold on, Jasmine said, you've managed to make spiders look adorable. It's the only time I want to see spiders. Me too. Trust me, there was very strict criteria in putting them in this kit. So I think we've done well. Jamie and I have worked really hard on this, and we've done really well. So we've got the pouch. And this is something that I really have been loving, the pouches, and I hope you're all enjoying them too. I use them also as project packs. So I've currently got one with all my summer game stuff in it. And how could I not have one for the Booze? And what I love is that this, oh, I pointed the right way. This one up here, so is designed so that when you have the pouch around, so like you're working in it and you're opening it, he's like sweeping the cobwebs away. He's sweeping away the little spiders. The pouches are awesome. Yay, thank you. And then we have, okay, and the other thing that I showed last time, I believe, is the stamps. Let me just grab a drink. So for this stamp, I wanted to do some like blocked out Boos because I thought they would look really cool, and it doesn't matter if they distress slightly because they're Boos, right? They're meant to be transparent. We've got Hey Boo, we've got Trick or Treat, we got Fabulous. We got the little cobwebs, which you can put up like in the boxes or up in the top corners, and there's the little swirl there, and I can only imagine some of the amazing coloring that everybody's going to do on this. I'm super excited for it. And then we've got the cute little kitties too. We've got some potions, we've got a pumpkin, it's all there. Now, the next thing we have, and I just realized this is out of order, is the fail. That is obviously not the washi card, which I exported this morning so that I could get it loaded up. I must have forgotten to do the second export. Anyway, from memory, it says, at the top it says, shake your booty. That's right. And it's got boo-ty. Okay, let us jump into the sticker. Oh no, let us jump over to the washi. Now, just to let you know, it does follow the same format of washi, so these washi, but I'm just finishing off the very last washi. So there's one washi missing from the preview. Oh look, my background matches. That was totally not on purpose. I am really loving how these are coming together. Like, one of the really hard things to do is, because we design kits so far out, is to see the designs and know that I have to wait so long to get them. And I know that that's a feel for everybody else as well. And yeah, I'm very excited for this. So thank you so much, Diana. It's absolutely one Halloween-deful. Okay, hold on. It's absolutely Halloween-deful. Yay! That was a mouthful, and I appreciate that. That web washi, yes, so we went nice and simple with the web washi. It's got this beautiful gradient. You can see we've also got the gradient that follows the normal pattern that we have on our washi. And then the bottom tear is a modified version of the bookshelf that we did in the last one, but it is definitely a little bit different. Oh, yay, Martha! Halloween isn't even my thing, but I am drooling over this kit. And I think, look, to be honest, if you're not into Halloween, that is also fine, because like, it is so stinking cute, and there are so many cute, like, there's so many cute sticker kits out there that I use that I wasn't necessarily into. Oh, yay, this is what I wanted to hear. I love that you were doing the chapters format on the washi. Yay for the tear washi. Well, one of the reasons why I love it is, and why I just couldn't do it any other way, was because, like, it just works. So you can see I've got the wild one at the front here. I'm a little bit behind in rolling up my washi. But, like, it just doesn't have the same feel. I mean, it still works, but Little ASMR there for you. Yeah, and this is the thing. So when we do separate releases, because they don't strictly follow the chapters and sub box format because they're a separate purchase, we can have a little bit more fun with them. We can do, well, not fun, because we do have a lot of fun with chapters, but like we can get a little bit more creative and do something different with them if we want. Now, that is good and bad, because that also means that it takes us a lot longer to do what we normally do with chapters, because chapters we have down to a fine art. So that is a washi. I'm glad that everybody is enjoying that. Yay. I'm excited to see that tear washi on the page. It's quite different from the other ones you have done so far. Absolutely. And, you know, this, I mean, for the boos, I mean, I guess the spider webs is the floral. But anyway, let me jump into the stickers. Now, I'm just going to preface. Wherever you are in the world. Oh, hey, Mel. First, I'm just bringing this up because first time ever watching a live. Yay! Yes, well, we're going through the Halloween kit at the moment. So it's not in the chapters style of art. It is in the for the booze style of art. So, but it's definitely different colors that do work within the chapters universe, especially for Q4 and the holidays. I've said too much. Okay, let's go on to the folder. Now, and I've got some other ones here to show, with the separate releases and the quarterlies, we generally do like the smoosh in the background of the folder. So we have like the white with the gradient. We've had a little bit of fun on this one with the spider webs in the corners, and then the smoosh and the boo up in the top, which was a lot of fun. Now, please keep in mind that some things will change on these. Not a huge change, but there will be changes. And I also need to say that, and Michael doesn't know this yet, so he's gonna be like, what? There are more pages in this, and we've done something very different with this because A, couldn't help ourselves, and B, couldn't help ourselves, and C, there was a C, but I keep going back to like it's Halloween and we just couldn't help ourselves. So let me jump into the pages we do have. There is 24 in total. I don't have 2 in the previews because we are finishing those off. The 2 that I don't have are the Vibe Fetty page and another page which I don't want to announce yet because it's a difficult page to do, but it's coming along. Well, color me surprised. So let me jump into the pages that we do have. So as you can see, as opposed to the more black, orange, pink and purple, we've added in like a teal over there, but it still all matches and works well together. We've got the cute little window up the top with the little boos sort of like sneaking their head around. We've got the boo house, which is different to the house that was featured. Hold on, let me just open this. Should have put that under the mic, right? The boo house that was featured last time was, this little guy. So we've got a different boo house. We've also got a very, very cute little ghosty pushing a Rascog. I'm still putting the finishing touches in his cart. What should I have on the third tray? Let me know. We've got the cauldrons, the cauldron mugs, the coffee mugs, the doom pile of coffee mugs. They're stacked up and they've got little drips hanging off. We've got the mischievous little black cat. And we have the introduction of a cute little purple cat up the top who's sleeping on the hat as well. We've got the wand. We've got a little ghosty in the, I meant to look up what this word is and every time I forget. It's like a fortune-telling crystal orb. Can somebody help me out here? Can somebody help me out with the words? Words aren't wording. So that's the first couple of pages. Oh, and on the second page, we've got it's a two-tiered tray. Two-tiered tray? Yep. And on the top, we've got the top tier of like a cake. And then underneath, we've got a whole bunch of like yummy bits and, or not yummy bits and pieces, some of them are yummy bits and pieces, but we've also got the little kitty cat sleeping. We've got a photo frame behind there. We've got a little candle there as well. A crystal ball. Thank you, Diana. Crystal ball. Jamie, could you write that down for me? I will forget that again every time I forget that. We've got the really nice cake down the bottom, which is a, another colorway of the, oh, I keep forgetting where the camera is, of the cake that was in here. Let me get that in focus. Here it is. And yeah, you can see we've got the little ghost pops and the ghost candy lollies as well. Let me jump over into the next page. Now, this page I am so excited for because I'm trying something different. So these are, I believe they are clear. We've got a few more clear pages in this. And, one of the things is we need to just confirm pricing before we share all the details with you, including release dates, because I'm just waiting back to hear from pricing once this is all finished and designed. So the idea of these two is that circle is the crystal ball. I put a spell on you, so it's on clear. And then you've got on the other page, on the other page that's there is a little base for the crystal ball. So you can actually layer them. And the same with the potion, this thing, and the cauldron, and we've got the same with the pumpkin carved out faces as well, and the little spots and all that. Oh, Jasmine, I like that. This is giving me Hansel and Gretel meets the Wizard of Oz vibes. There's the Wizard of Oz coming in. I'm trying to think. So yeah, I'm really excited for these two pages, especially with the layering. Like I can imagine doing, and I think that's where this idea came from, because I can imagine doing the front page with the circle and then maybe the crystal ball on the second page and cutting it out, and like there's just so many different layering options there, and then maybe like throwing some acetate behind, and that way it sticks to the acetate, and maybe there's a shaker in there. Anyway, I got ideas. Next up, let's jump over to the next page, and we have included, because I know that so many people do love the layered boxes are also in there, as well as some of the functional boxes. So we've got the little ghosties peeping out there. We've got the cat asleep and the cobwebs and the ghosties as well. So they are borrowed with love from the quarterly. If you're loving this so far, please give me a thumbs up or let me know in the comments. I love getting the comments, and I know that it does help YouTube to let people know that, what I'm saying is actually interesting. Now, the next page is... we've dubbed this as like the witch's lair. So it's the shelves, the big cauldron, and this also matches I believe it matches the swirl that was on the clear page, on that cauldron as well. And then this side is like fussy cut, like all of our sides now. So Larry, I will show that again shortly. Larry's asked about the page in my planner. I will bring that up in a couple of minutes again for you. But yeah, so this is really cool. And then we've got the, and this was, last time we did a full page of like mini boos on blackout. And this time we've gone with half and half. So that way, regardless if you do blackout or white planning. And I will say, pardon me, even if you do, if you are a white page based planner, the black stickers still absolutely work, and vice versa. So I have seen some amazing spreads of people using blackout with white stickers and white paper with black stickers. So there is going to be some amazing spreads coming up. Now, that being said, let's jump over into the next page. Oops, that was a page that wasn't meant to export because it is not done. Oh, no, why did that export twice? Or did I just export the wrong one? Did I just close the wrong one? I did. Let me just show it one more time. Okay, that page, ignore that page. Not this page, the one that I kept showing accidentally. Let me just delete that so that I don't do it again. Okay. Just in case. There is only one copy of that. I'm not sure what's happened here, but my computer decided to do the exports a little bit interestingly. Okay, so then we have, then the next bunch of pages are like a combination of blackout and I want to say this one is on white. Yes, because it's got the date covers. So now these can be date covers or they can be countdowns. So we put in two different types of it. So that way, if you wanted to do both in two different planners that you could. And also we did both because we honestly could not decide which one we wanted to do. It was very hotly contended, and we said, well, you know what, this is one of the reasons why the paid thank you, Jamie. I thought it was white because I was like, it needs to cover up the date dot if you're using it as a date dot. So there is both versions. This is one of the reasons why there is more pages in this kit, because things like this we could not decide. Next up we have, and I love this page. Now there's a few bits that need to be shuffled around, as you can see, but we've got Hey Boo, and then it's a separate sticker, and this is clear and blackout. So Hey Boo, and it's got Tiffle You, and we've got the little Boo shaking his little booty there. We've got the little Shy Boo, we've got one of the little woo ghosty Boos, and we've got another Boo who's there pushing the trolley, and a whole bunch of cute little Boos in there too, and they've all got the different glowy outlines that go with the kit, and the glow there'll also be like the glow on the blackout as well. So we are fine tuning that. It does take a little bit longer to sort of make sure that they're showing up on the blackout, but it is, trust me, it is all worth it. The ghosties are just adorable. Yay! The ghosts are perfect. Yes. Hey, Marisol. Somebody said, what was it? Somebody said, loving these, will need to order two. I endorse this message. I am going to be alternating blackout for October, and this is what we thought. I know I should have checked. I don't know if Bess's Halloween planner is a combination, but I mean, if you're doing like everyday planning or memory keeping, and then you've got a blackout planner, like you can mix all that in. That's one of the reasons why I love Bess's inserts, especially if you're getting like rings, or you know, if you're getting an unpunched and you can put it in discs, you can like shuffle all that around and have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite spreads. I think I've said that 3 times already. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. So the next one is the potion bottles that matches the witch's lair. We've got the I Put a Spell on You and Pick Your Poison. And we've got a mix of, and this is clear and blackout again. And we've got a mix of just the outlines versus the outlines with a little bit of shading and coloring. And there's a few different options there to work. I think it's either or. Yeah, so I think it's, you either pick blackout or white, because I know it is a pain. There's a lot of extra work if you want mixed. So she does it very rarely. But either way, like if you get your inserts and then they're not coiled, you can always play around with that, right? But I do highly recommend her blackout paper. It is exceptional. So that's that one. And the next page is, we've done a whole bunch of extra spider webs, so that you can really go to town on decorating your spread with a whole bunch of those. Because I was just like, wow, there is so much that you could do with these spider webs. Now, as I go into the next couple, again, please remember that we are still putting the final finishing touches on them. So there are some things that may change. So the next one we have is the double. So we've pulled along the story / the weekly layout that we do in the chapters kit. The storyline bar hasn't been included, so that we could put like a decorative, also like washi sort of thing. And I will bring up this comment. So this is a separate purchase. We always have things like Halloween, Christmas, all that sort of stuff as a separate purchase, because we know not everybody celebrates. and we want to be as inclusive as possible. So this will be a separate purchase. I'm going to show you a sneak for chapter 10 after I go through for the booze. And you've all been so patient, but I'm so excited about this release. So we've got the Witch's Lair background. We've got a whole bunch of extra stickers that can be used for that. Now, you'll notice a little Spidey up in the top corner over there. Now, the thing is, you know that big cauldron with the cauldron, bloop, bloop, the potion thing that I showed before? Now, that is the reason why this sidebar doesn't have a cauldron is because I thought that would be really cool as like a reveal moment in your planner, so you could have the sidebar and then have the cauldron sort of popping out off to the side and have it fussy cut around on your page. And how cool would that be as a foldover? And yeah, I'm thinking that could be a really cool way to go with that. So this has been designed with that in mind. The next page is the candy. Is the candy Halloween layout where we've got those cheeky, cute little spiders, and the ghost. Well, a different house yet again. So we're putting finishing touches on this house. But we've got the cute little ghosties, and they're wrapping up the little candies in little like spiderweb bows. And we can see the cheeky little one at the top who's trying to eat the candy. And so, yeah, this was a lot of fun to create as well, trying to get him into, I love this Martha, trying to get him into a little bit of trouble. Yeah, it is a lot of fun, this spread. And we've got the cute little cookies there with the little ghosty pumpkin faces on them. Sorry, pumpkin faces. I wasn't convinced about the blue when you mentioned it, but see, now I'm digging it. Yay! Yeah, so I really wanted to do something that's a little bit more pastely fun, you know, on the Halloween feel. So not just the dark, deep darks and stuff like that. So I feel like we've combined them really well. And then the last page we have is the spider webs with that gradient behind, and of course our smoosh. Because, you know, it wouldn't be one of our kits this year if we didn't have a smoosh. Now, the other thing that I'm currently in talks with my supplier about, because I haven't got a full price yet on them, but I thought it would be really cool to do for Halloween. And so they sent me this sample. It's a little clip. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. And then and it's also a castanet. Is it castanet? Yes, I have been doing that a lot. I'm surprised I haven't broken it, to be honest. I thought how cute would it be to have the little ghosty on the side of your planner and one on the top. So I'm currently chatting to them about how much that would cost, because and seeing if we can include that, because I thought that would just be absolutely adorable. Or like, just even if you don't put it in your planner, it'd be something really cool to put on your desk. And I'm just digging on this. Like how like that is, it's so cool. And it really matches in with it's the same thing, like the acrylic as this. So let me know what you think of that. Do you think that would be a cool addition? I hope so. I hope so. Oh, yay. That would be adorable. Yay. Wouldn't it be funny if I would have said, nah, don't like it? It'd be like, oh, okay. Well, I like it, so I want to make it happen. Sammy, you're playing with the clip is like the Planners Anonymous version of an IKEA stress test. I have been doing this. I mean, I have a lot of fidgets. I have a lot of different fidgets. This is one that I just recently printed out. It's meant to be for the kids. Yes. So that, it's fun when I've got two. I can't find the other one. I think I might have given it to Indy, but I've got two, and so they're really fun to click together. Yes, so it is like, it's a bit of a fidget. So yeah, that is, and there was, to be honest, there was something else. I wasn't sure if it was a washi card or, no, we've already shown the washi card. I cannot remember. But anyway, that is the for the booze release. I don't have a firm date yet. We are only because I need to submit this and find out how long these take. I don't think that they will be too long. Thank you so much, Michelle. I love it. I hope it pans out. Bianca loves it too. Larry, I would definitely love those two. So yes, thank you so much to everybody for the feedback on that. They are really, really nice and they feel really good quality. And I think I've clicked it at least 200-300 times already and it's still fine. So that is for the booze. I will have more information this week because I'm sure that my suppliers will get back to me this week and then I can work out a rough idea of a timeline. This is a great question. Will there be a creative kit coming for this too? Yes, there will be. It won't be for release at the same time as the physical items because we want to make sure that the physical items get sent out to our suppliers first because they do take a while to produce, but it will be in time for when it arrives to you. I think that gives us a little bit more time. So that's, that gives you a little bit of extra time. I will buy anything you put a boo on. Yay! There was one thing that I desperately wanted to make, but unfortunately, my supplier put the price up so much between the last time we did it and this time that it made it, infeasible isn't a word, unfeasible. Okay. So that was a little bit devastating for me because I was very excited about that. But also, I'm really trying to listen out for the universe telling me that maybe that's a good thing because the last time we did a pencil case, there was a bunch of issues with it and it caused so many headaches in the back end and I really wanted to do one. I had this really cool idea and it just wasn't going to happen for the price, unfortunately. I just thought I don't think I'm going to be able to sell enough for that amount. And I'm like, should I just order one for me? That's a really, really, because we can get samples, but that is a really expensive way to get a pencil case. Anyway, I digress. There's always 2025. I mean, for the booze version 3. And we are working, it will be before then. Yeah, because if we submit it this week, the worst it will be is something like 4 weeks away. Plus an extra week to get it booked in and shipped and all that. That will be the worst. Yeah, I love your pencil cases, but no more pencil case drama. I'm not going to lie, it almost broke me. And it was funny because I had the feeling of maybe I shouldn't do a pencil case at one point because the initial design I wanted to do couldn't physically be done. And I had thought, they turned out beautifully and I think I still have some of those left. But yeah. Oh, Minis Volume 2 next. I'll bring that up in the Q&A at the end. But that is a good question. Let me jump over to... Ooh. Chapter 10. Okay. So, for those who have been reading along on the blog, we've had some very subtle drops of a emerging storyline that we've been playing the long game of. It's chapter 10. The long game is finally here, right? So let me introduce, it's hard because I want to swap over so I can swap my set over to the next chapter, but then you're going to see the preview of the next character and I'm like, he needs an intro. So we all know that okay, hold on, I'll bring this up before before I move on. So this is for the booze. I'm expecting everything to ship between the 25th to the 30th of September. And that's if everything goes well through proofing and production. So because sometimes we don't know that it hasn't gone well until literally the last week of production and the suppliers let us know. And it's like, or like the pockets, we didn't realize until we accepted delivery of them. And I thankfully got my samples early and then had to stop those from going out to everyone. Is Alex getting her groove back? Okay, look, let me introduce you. And I hope I get his name right. I forgot it in my notes. I hope that's the right name. Let me introduce you to Ryan. So, why is this so quick? I'm sure I've got that on a 10-second timer. That is not 10 seconds. So let me introduce you to Ryan. So, chapter 10 is Enchanted Evenings. And we meet Ryan. Well, we've kind of met him before. So, Ryan, I'm loving these comments. So Ryan was in, and I'm trying to get these right. So Ryan, we bumped into Ryan. Ryan was bumped into at the park in chapter 2. And while they were oh my gosh, sorry, my train of thought just left the station. I love how people like can see their own I love how people see their own sort of like what star is in it. So it's Matt Damon, Brad Pitt. He looks like a Hemsworth. I mean, maybe a little bit influenced. Okay. And hold on, I actually have Polaroids here. So let me see if I can bring up the right one. So in the idea behind this kit is that we meet Ryan officially, and he takes Alex on 3 different dates. So this is kind of like a clip show, but a remix. So it's not the same stuff, but like Ryan O'Neal love story. I don't know Ryan O'Neal. I'll have to look him up. Holy cow. We're all loving Ryan. That is awesome. So the first week she, cause he met her at the park, like he bumped into her. And so he takes her stargazing to the observatory in the park. So it's got a little bit of a galaxy feel in this week. And it's a bit ethereal. Like it's that really nice. And he actually takes her for, Apple approves, and I'll see if I can bring this over the top for a carriage ride in the park. And then the next time he met her was in chapter 3, where he was in the class with his buddy doing the art classes in Pedal Palette. And so he takes her off to the opening night at his friend's exhibit, I believe. And I'm trying to remember all the storyline here. And so they have a really nice night there, and we've got like a whole bunch of really cool little sculptures. Let me see if I can bring one of those up. So here's this little love heart stone, beautiful sculpture that I'm loving. And then for the 3rd week, so the 3rd time he ran into her was during chapter 5, when in the first week when Alex was going out and people watching and like getting supplies at the store, she completely forgot her umbrella and then so he gave her like a lift under the umbrella. So he invites her over and they watch Singing in the Rain out in his backyard where he's set up a really nice little home projector thing, and he's absolutely spoiling Alex, and it starts raining. So they have their own little moment of singing in the rain. And let's see some of the other. So that is the 3 topics of the week. Now, as you can see, they are definitely inspired by the other chapters this year, but they have their own identity. They have their own feel. Now, let's have a look at the flowers. Now, we had a little bit of fun with the flowers this month, especially. So we have the roses. So we have roses because there were so many fun colors in this kit, and there is the roses is like, it reminds me of in The Wizard of Oz, actually, where it's like it's a horse of a different color. So we've got this gorgeous like lavender colored rose. We've got a beautiful dress that Alex wears to the opening night. We have that sculpture that you saw before. We have the carriage ride, which you saw, and some really yummy chocolates that he brings along. So this month is a month where Alex is going to be romanced. But as always, there are so many different items and stickers and art in this kit that you could use for so many different opportunities, events, not even just events, but just having fun in your planner. So, and of course, there's Ryan and some really beautiful scenes in there as well. I love how it pulls in the other chapters. Thank you so much, Marianne. That's it does. And to be honest, it did make it a little bit more difficult to create the artwork for, but we're up for the challenge. How romantic. I am spooning. Thank you so much, Bianca. Diana, now I'm singing Paper Roses in my head, but saying it like purple roses. Paper roses. All I think of is paper rings from Taylor. So that is the chapter 10 preview. Now we actually swap over for that, I want to say tomorrow, my late tomorrow night. So I will have more previews for that going through this week. But it is looking incredible and one not to be missed. So yeah, very excited to share the rest of that with you. And I'm so excited to see how excited you are about it as well. It is very close to being finished. We've just got a few of those final finishing touches and pulling it all together. Which means a week of me in Photoshop and Jamie going, again, you've changed it again. So romantic. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, it is definitely a lovely romantic little escapade. And a bit galaxy feeling, and yeah, it's just going to be a really beautiful kit. Okay. And I also as I was designing, I realized the contrast between Marco, when she met Marco, and it was a very red kit, and now that she's met Ryan, it's very much like a bluer, purpley toned kit. So yeah, that is that. Oh, there you go. I will be saving some of these for a couple of milestone days, and that is brilliant. I love that. Okay, let's jump over into show and tell. Show and tell. Now I do have to load this in because I completely forgot to load it. So show and tell, for those who do not know, and I think most people here know, is where we show off the amazing things that you have done. Because let's face it, I don't get a lot of time to plan or craft here anymore because I'm always working. But even if I did, I am one person, and the amount of creativity that is out there that you all do is absolutely incredible. And I know that I give this spiel a lot, but it's so true because every time I am inspired, every single time. Now let me just bring this over. Hopefully I do this correctly. Hey, there we go. So, show and tell for Monday, the 26th of August. Fall is coming. Hold on. I literally had to do wait. Winter is coming? No. But hold on, aren't we in winter? It is hard living across opposite seasons. Because, like, it is already cold, but it is starting to get nice and warm here, which I'm loving. But anyway, fall is coming. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? So, first up we have by Sylvie. And this is a lovely spread featuring pink lemonade. And this is the thing. Like, I love that there is so much in our kits that you can use. You can make a whole bunch of super minimalist kits with like layouts, with the leftover bits and pieces from a kit as well. So it really helps to spread out, make the kit last even longer. Next up we have is by Janet, who has done a gorgeous chapter 2 Forever Friends kit. So this was where we first bumped into Ryan. So I am actually loving these long boxes, and it is something that I might be thinking about for next year's. Because I did want to put more boxes in the quarterly, but ran out of pages next year. Okay, and then I really do love how it's like there's the quarterly layered boxes, there's weekly stuff, because this is actually also using the quarter 1 pack as well. Oh, Michelle, are you kidding me? Hold on, I just have to, my face just then, because sometimes this is the first time I've seen things because I've been so flat out. My face, and this is where I'm looking at my screen, I'm just like, oh. Was it just me? Was it just me? Couldn't have been just me. This is beautiful, Michelle. I love this. And this is featuring Chapter 6, Lakeside Reflections. In my brain, I can see Aretha and Alex on that lake in their cute little canoe. Can you? Like, this is perfect. This is perfect. And I love seeing when people show the scene that matches what they're doing, matches what they're doing in their planner, because, like, I so rarely get to do that. Just seeing how you're, practically taking these different stories and relating them back to you is just amazing. Next up is by Laurie, and I'm loving this layout. So this is using the Farmhouse Falls creative kit that we released, I think it was a couple of weeks ago when we did the live. So I am loving that. It looks beautiful. And then we have, next up is by Michelle. And Michelle has used Mermaid Shores. Oh yes, thank you, Bianca. Don't forget to like the video. I really love this Mermaid Shores, and this is probably one of my favorites, favorite past kits, because it has 2 sets of stamps where you can make your own basically mermaids, because it's a builder, it's a two sets of builder stamps. So I love seeing when people create those. Next up we have is a weekly layout by Candy using Bon Voyage. And I also am loving this. We got, actually, is it Bon Voyage? Yeah. It is. Bon Voyage or Wanderlust? I always get those two confused. It is definitely one of our travel kits, let's say that. Actually, I think it might even be a mix of both. So loving that, Candy. I think, is Candy in the chat? I thought I saw Candy in the chat. Next up we have is a weekly layout using Chapter 7 Hot Summer Nights by Diana Gable. This is gorgeous. I love that you've created your own boxes too that go around the artwork. And you've got the little minis sneaking up over. This also has some Showtime elements in it too, because that mini is from Showtime. So that is awesome. I love the little mix in there. And next up is by Heather, and Heather made a gorgeous layout, and I highly recommend checking this out on the in our group, because the front page has like a reveal where you can see out the window, which you can sort of see cut out there. And you've got a whole bunch of like the layered boxes and things like that, and the PA tones in there as well. And this is using Coastal Escape. And then also by Heather, we have a gorgeous art journal page using Chapter 3 Petal Palette. And then by Sharon, we have some gorgeous deco pages. Now, this is another one where there's multiple spreads in this. And I believe this was actually done in at Bessa's workshop, because she's hosting workshops. And this is Girls Trip. This is Girls Trip and Go Wild creative kits, and also the physical kit, or it's the physical kit but not the creative, one of the two. So because I can see some llamas in there, which is definitely Go Wild. I can see some bits that are definitely Girls Trip. So yeah, and this one actually it's got like the waterfall edging where there's a whole bunch of different pages that are sort of trimmed differently. So I'm really loving that one too, by Sharon. And then, here's a great example of a blackout spread. So we have a weekly layout by Heather Jackson using Note to Self. And as you can see, the white outlines really make it pop. And, you know, it's a really good mix. We've got the torn paper at the bottom, so that also makes that design down there pop. Yeah, there is something to be said for some good blackout on a page. Next up, and I love this. So Laurie, this was incredible. And I think I had a feeling somebody would do this. I was wondering when it would happen, but I love that you've made the locker doors actually open. Like, my goodness, that is incredible. So this is featuring our PAU kit. And I love the little locker door opening. That is just epic. And it's actually a weekly spread. I've just noticed that. I've looked at this a few times and did not notice this is actually a weekly spread. So we've got like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like all the days of the week are there. And the post-it notes have the day number on there. That is really cool. Next up is by Sharon, who used Chapter 1, Loving Me, on there. I love the little page tears and all the stickers and the boxes, and I just really love how versatile this is. So thank you to Sharon. Stacey, who did a blackout, and we're having a few extra blackouts this week because we did have the blackout challenge in the summer games. So this is using Fierce, and I do have to admit, I really loved the boxes and how you used the white to sort of emphasize, like, it makes the stickers pop in how you've done the boxes there. So it was an absolutely gorgeous spread. So thank you so much, Stacey. And this one here, which I think was actually one of our winners, this is using Chapter 5, Showers and Flowers, by Tracy, who did some heat embossing and some die cutting, and like it was mixed media and all sorts of stuff. And I love it's one of my favorite quotes, which is bad days are just part of the story, not the whole book. So props to using one of my favorite quotes in there. And I really love this. Thank you so much, Tracy. And the final one is by Nancy, who did a gorgeous Chapter 6 Lakeside Reflections layout. Again, sharing that gorgeous canoeing sidebar through the lake, and the chilling out chair on the Monday. We all need to chill out on the Mondays, right? So I am absolutely loving all of those. A big thank you to everybody. Now, obviously, we don't have everybody's in there because it would be way too much. But a big thank you to everybody who submitted. Please keep submitting for the next fortnight. Not next fortnight, for our next live. I can't remember when the next one is. There will be a subscribe. There is a subscribe and a follow and all that. Make sure you use the notification, ring the bell, whatever it is on YouTube. You'd think I would know it by now. You think I would know it. But check that out. Oh, I did move that in the way so that I could see my screen. Yeah, so thank you to everybody who submitted, for your creativity. I still have the lockers in my brain. So that is very, very cool. Now let me just jump over into... Why has my button disappeared? Let's jump over into the Q&A. So the last section of today is a Q&A. Please feel free to ask questions. If I've missed your question so far, please feel free to drop it now. I will answer what I can. Some things I'll need to answer through the week, but I'll do as much as I can. There was one, I can't remember who asked, but asked to see this again. So I'll show it now. So this was part of, Bess, Jamie and I did a cutthroat card. Oh, we did three challenges. The first one was washi. The second one was card making. And the third one was mixed media. Now, this was my mixed media entry. I just put, and it's got this side. It's got a little slidey window down. I didn't put it in properly because I didn't have time, and I haven't had time to update it, but it's like a airplane window. And this was my entry. And I quickly threw that on over the top just to add in a little bit more. But it uses the creative kit and part of the actual physical kit as well. And I think this acetate was the waves from, it's either Coastal Escape or I think it was from Coastal Escape. So because I thought it kind of looks like a jet stream, I can get away with that. If you want to watch that, that is actually available in the reels on Instagram. I have kept those challenges. They are available on there. So check that out. For the booze, will Alex be in any costumes? Not in the actual kit, but that's not to say that there won't be like a blog post or something like that. Thank you so much. Yes, Coastal Escape. Okay, thank you for the confirmation because I'm trying to remember. I'm still feeling very for the booze behind me. All my colors are changing. Actually, I have to, my little boo who was actually helping me design my for the booze. I don't see Insta. That's why I missed it. Yeah. So jump on over there. You can still watch it over on Insta. It is saved over there. And yeah, you'll see, Snoop Martha Dog, aka Jamie, commentating on us doing the card challenges. The 3 different challenges, and throwing some really interesting challenges at us as we're going through. So it was a lot of fun. Although I am glad I don't have one this week because, yeah. So that was cool. I'm trying to think what else do I have? I've shown for the booze. We've shown a bit of a sneak for chapter 10. See you, Jasmine. As always, amazing as always, have to wake up early. Until next time. Bye. And Bianca, have a great week, everyone. Got to go boost the hubby for his first. Oh, good luck at his first day. That is pretty much it. It has been a longer live than I expected because I was very much into sharing for the booze. But I think that's all. Jamie's voice is super calm during those challenges. Jamie has that super calm, especially when she puts her Harvard, her presenter voice on. And it is, it's really funny because, not the voice, but the fact that we are so stressed out and she's just like, okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And it's like, yeah, I know you're sounding calm right now, but I am freaking out. So if you want to watch us freaking out, but in a really hilarious, fun way, that is a really good way to do it. While Jamie's just, being all calm and composed. I think I missed a question. Might you consider, let me just jump back. When will chapter 9 ship? Trying to think off my top of my head, because in my head I'm like, chapter 9 should have shipped, but I'm like, hold on, is that chapter 8? Because chapter 9 is still open for subscriptions, so we don't actually change over to I had to do the mental mental gymnastics in. The best place to check for that information is www.planetsnon.com/help. I almost said subscribe then, /help. And that takes you to the grid which shows you the current estimated ship dates for everything. And it also shows down below that if there's any issues, like for example the pockets, or if there's anything else that we need to share. So I have a shipment coming now. It's chapter 8 though. Yes. So, Chasing the Sun has already shipped. Yeah, but that's Chasing the Sun is, Michael, use the chapter numbers. Chasing, because I've taken down my circle. Chasing the Sun is chapter 7. No. Chapter 8. Chasing the Sun is chapter 8. Yeah. Chapter 7 is, because I got thrown by that. Chapter 7 is Hot Summer Nights. Chapter 8 is Chasing the Sun. Chapter 9 is Coming Home. And yeah, so that is due to start shipping on September 20. So that detail, the best place to look for that is on the website, on that help page. So planetsnon.com/help. So yeah, that, yeah, because we're still open for subscriptions for that. Oh, that's right, Diana's question. Might you consider a B6 size notebook for next year? Cute without being too small. So the issue with doing B6 size notebooks is we have to order a lot of them. A lot, because it's a custom size. They class it as a custom size, and we have to order heaps of them. Now the good thing about that is we can then put a different print on the inside instead of just the dot grid. But in my eyes, that's a really big gamble, because I know that everybody has their own specific way of planning or memory keeping. And I feel like by being another person who has an option for a planner out there, that it reduces potentially how it's going to sell on something that I already have to order so much in and take such a huge gamble. I mean, I mean, never say never, but it makes me nervous. That sort of thing makes me nervous. That being said, B6 is not gone forever, because B6 is my favorite size. So will there be a B6 Melody in the future? Probably. Yeah, so there's that. There is that. Just throwing out some thunder. Yeah, I think that's all my questions, or all the questions that people have been asking that I may have missed, which is great, because I need to go and have some lunch because I am starving. Yep. And classes, what's that? Classes C Melody. Classes C Melody. Marisol, what did I miss on that? Classes C Melody. I'm trying to think of what that means. Yay for B6. Yay. Thanks to the people who were helping me out. Oh, classic. Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing, like with all the price hikes that have gone through recently, because we have, like, our stuff, our suppliers have put up the prices, and the classic size are more expensive again. And so again, it's another thing where I get nervous that we've priced ourselves out of being able to offer that. So it does, that makes me nervous. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. Yeah. I mean, it's not just you, and I do understand. But like, it's also the fact that they're so heavy to ship, and they require bigger boxes, and there's so many different things that impact the price on that do make it harder to do. So yeah, I would say that a classic melody probably isn't coming anytime soon. Or at least not at a premium, and I do worry about being able to sell those as well. Whereas I know that the A5s and the B6s generally sell really well. They're not as heavy, they're not as big, so therefore they're a bit easier for shipping and putting in boxes and things like that. Sorry, Marisol. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything for today. I hope you have enjoyed waking up with me this Monday morning. Okay, I'm going to dream for For the Booze too. Absolutely, you go have ghosty dreams. I hope that you are very excited for the Booze, and also for Ryan on Chapter 10. Chapter 10 is going to be amazing. And yeah, I shall see you again. I think the next live, I've forgotten to look up the time. Sorry, which week it is, if it's in 2 weeks. But there is a placeholder for it on the YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and also put the notification on for that live. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, anyway, take care. See you next time on the Hot Mess Show, aka PA Live. And I hope you all have an amazing week, a wonderful couple of weeks, a wonderful time, and look after your loved ones. Bye, everyone.